What's up, everybody? So I wanted to take a moment. I want to take a moment right now to walk you guys through precisely how I'm playing DWAC tomorrow, because a lot of people are asking me and they're freaking out and they're like, dude, how are you averaging down if you're not using any of your own money? How the hell are you going to average down and play this thing to come out ahead? Here's how I'm going to do it. Right now, DWAC, I'm watching it in after hours. I don't know if this is going to continue, but I'm looking for trends. The trend that I just saw is she collapsed down to $55. She's starting to trend back up into the 57. That means that pre-market tomorrow, if we see it continue to trend up, if that is the trend in Webull, we need to see it in Webull. She needs to continue up, like into that 57, 57.50. Into 58. Then when Robinhood opens, I'm going to continue to look for that trend, even though Robinhood likes to sell off as soon as it opens. As soon as Robinhood opens, typically it sells down, then it begins to buy up. So I'm going to be looking for the absolute peak of Robinhood, then I sell. Okay, I will be selling pre-market tomorrow. No matter what, I am selling this thing pre-market tomorrow. I've got plan A and I've got plan B. And just so you guys know, I have been coercing this stock for days now, buying and selling and averaging up, averaging down. Holy shit. So I'm averaged at about $82 right now. Doesn't scare me one bit. I don't even care that I'm averaged at the 82, because I'm about to burn this whole thing up and come out on top without having to buy any more shares with my own money. Because here's what's going to happen. This has to happen. When I sell tomorrow pre-market, we're looking for the 45 fill gap. Let's say I were to sell at $58.50. When the market opens, it's going to sell off tomorrow most likely, and I'm looking for it to sell off to $45, all the way down to $45. So I'm out of the market. I just stopped the clock at $57.50 or $58, whatever I sell at. I just stopped the clock right there. Even though I'm in at a much higher number, I don't give a shit, because I'm getting back in. So I'm just stopping the clock at the 57.50. She collapses to 45. There's a lot of support at $45, and we fill that gap. There's too much empty space there, guys, for us to just idle in the. No, we're not going to idle. It's going to collapse to the 45 most likely. Now, I don't see it going below 45, but does it matter? I'm out. So why does it even matter? If it goes to 40, hallelujah, I win even bigger. If it goes to 35, I win even bigger, because I'm buying back in. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm stopping the clock, then I buy back in when I see the absolute most amount of buying pressure coming back in, which I believe buying pressure will be between 35 and 45. I don't see this thing ever going below 35 bucks, y'all. That's where I see the sweet spot for the buying pressure. So then I buy back in, and now I ride this thing back up. Now it could go back to 55, 56, 57 very easily. It could take a day or two. I'm cool with it. You got news coming out Thursday. Data's coming out Thursday. I'm back in at a super low number. Then what do? She goes back into the 57, 58, 59. I sell again. Because you can only have so many green days. So let's say we have 3 green days, and I'm checking these charts and I'm like, okay, there's my 3rd green day. Sell. Let it collapse again. Go back down to that 45 where you know you have a ton of support. Or whatever that number is that we know we have a ton of support. Because the stock is too new. It's going to continue to test those support levels. If the support is at 45 bucks, and I've already tested it once, and that's where I bought back in, then that's where I will be buying back in the second time. If it's 35 bucks, then that's where I'm looking to buy back in the second time. And I'm going to continue to do this until I'm way averaged ahead of myself. I could still, my buying average could be at 45 bucks, but let's say I'm at $100,000 before all this starts. By the time I replay the action, I could be at $150,000 because I continue to buy lower and she climbs. I sell, buy back in lower, and she climbs. And I continue to do that over and over and over until I take my $100,000 to $150,000. And even though I got burnt at the $82 mark and I had to sell at 57 or 58, You see? You see how I fill the void? Because I make a few sales at the bottom and I get it all back. Now, let's say I do 10 trades. I can do as many trades as I want because of the amount of money I have in my portfolio. But let's say I do 10 trades. 2 of them could fail. 3 of them could fail. As long as I average more than half, as long as I'm over half success rate, then what I'm telling you is going to happen. I'm going to end up with more shares and more money at a lower average. Okay? That's how this works. Now, if it just sells off tomorrow and I see it doesn't hold the 57, and I see it going 56, 55, 54, 53, then that means she's filling the gap pre-market. And then I sell ASAP. I sell immediately pre-market. I don't wait for shit. I'm going to sell this thing, get the hell out. I'm going to let it fill the gap. Then at any moment throughout the day that I think she's finally done, I buy back in. So there you go. Plan A, plan B. Either way, tomorrow I sell, I stop the clock, and I get back in. And then I continue to repeat this over and over and over. Every single day, I'm going to try to repeat the same move until I either get burnt or I'm so far ahead that I can now rest easy and not worry about it. Okay? And not worry that I got burnt at the higher number, because now I'm way ahead. So I have nothing to freaking worry about. In the future, guys, I just want you to know there's so much going on with this company. Just think of all the followers. Think of all Donald Trump's media followers, 80 million people, 85 million people that voted for him. We don't even know the number because it's skewed. Just think of everybody that's going to be hopping on this truth platform, and it is coming out in the first quarter of 2022. So don't think this is like 2 years away. It's already been stated, the first quarter of 2022, this platform will be live. That's huge. Now, if we could get it to a $20 billion market cap, which shouldn't be difficult, we get this thing to a $20 billion market cap in early 2022. You know how much money y'all are going to be sitting on? $500 a share, guys. $500 a share. If you just take it to a 20, which is so freaking easy, that's a piss in the bucket, $20 billion for this company. Okay? You're looking at first quarter, $500 a share. So that's why I'm so excited, and that's why I believe in this, because even if you're in it for the long, you may have gotten burnt at 170. The first quarter of 2022, you're set. You have nothing to worry about, okay? So hopefully that helps some of y'all, and it sets some of you guys at ease, calms y'all down that think you're burnt. Don't ever, ever sell for a loss and walk. You may sell, you may think you're taking a loss, but when you buy back in, you advantage up. We move up. We sell again once we're up. She drops. We buy back in. She moves up. You see what I'm saying? Don't ever just sell for a loss and walk. I don't do that. I never freaking do that. I never just let that stock get the best of me. Like, okay, I lost 20,000. I'm out of here. Hell no. I continue to average down, and I go lower and lower and lower, and I just keep buying back, and I buy back lower and lower. You see what I'm saying, guys? This is how you freaking do it. That's how you do it. All right? All right. Happy trading. Doja Warrior out. Y'all have an awesome night. Shaboom. Peace.